Because when you talk about the internet, when you talk about deplatforming, when you talk about humor, as you said, people are going back and they're looking at your jokes, they're putting them in quotes as a different context, you're being attacked by it. Something you said looks bad. There's things that you've said, things that I've said, things that the person listening right now have said that they believed, that they meant, that they said 10 years ago, that they said 1 year ago, that they said 3 weeks ago, that they no longer believe, that they've abandoned, that they've been persuaded otherwise, that they've changed their mind on. And this was one of the central themes in the book, Permanent Record, is we are no longer allowed to forget our worst mistakes, right? They're there, they haunt us, they're used against us, they're weaponized. And this society has become aware of this and get people canceled very easily nowadays. But the thing is, when we make everyone, we pin everyone to their worst moment, when we do away with the concept of forgiveness, we do away with the potential for growth, for change, for persuasion. And this gets back to those rat holes of extremism on YouTube, on Twitter, on everywhere else, where they start self-reinforcing and eventually reaching the bottom of the hole at the worst of the worst with everybody else who's been canceled too. Part of that is because they can't climb out, or they think they can't climb out. And there's a question, how do we resolve that? One of the nice things about the pre-internet society was, as bad as you were, as ignorant, as racist, as exploitative, as whatever you don't like, right? As that person, that character was, they could find something new. They could read a book, they could meet someone, they could change their mind. And even if nobody in their town would ever forgive them, rightly in some cases, because they had done something truly terrible, something truly unforgivable, they could leave. They could move to a different town. They could move to a different state, and that history would not follow them. They could reinvent themselves, and they could become someone truly, honestly better, instead of being married to their prior ignorance.
That is a very important thing, because we all are in a constant state of growth.